Hey guys, Frightener22 here, and welcome back to part 2 of my March 23rd DVD update. Let's continue with the update. The last film that I had gotten from Sean and George from VHSPS.com is one that Sean had been telling me about for a long time, and it's just something really up my alley, something crazy and kooky, and I can guarantee, without even watching it yet, that this will absolutely be a Saturday Night Movie Drive-In review in the future, and that's Surf 2. Now, you're probably wondering, Surf 2, it must be a sequel. No, that's the kick in the balls to this movie, is that there is no original Surf 1, which just kind of makes it, like, right off the bat, a little bit, interesting. Why would they name a movie Surf 2 if there's no Surf 1? So, that kind of caught my attention, and it stars Menlo Schwartzer, who was the geek from Grease and Grease 2, and it just pretty much, he's like a geek, and, he just wants to rid the world of surfers, so he transforms them into garbage-ingesting zombie punks. That's all I need to say. Admire that box art, and just think about how fucking cool this movie is. But, like I said, the last 6 movies, if you guys are really interested in seeing them for yourself, just log on to VHSPS.com, and, just look through Sean and George's, all their pages of movies that they have for sale. I believe all of them are $10, which is a steal, but definitely check them out. They have a lot of fun stuff, and I'm really, really excited to check out Surf 2, so look out for this review on the Saturday Night Movie Drive-In segment in the future. Alright, that's all the VHS PS titles. Now, moving on, got some stuff from Best Buy last week that they were on sale for $5 each. Just wanted to stock up on a few because I never had them. The first one is 1989's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I like these movies alright. I mean, they're not the best thing in the world, but I mean, they're just, a huge product of, the 80s, and, I did enjoy them. I mean, I did laugh a lot watching them. I don't know if they're, like, the best comedies in the world, but, they're still fun. So, of course, being me, I just ingest everything 1980s, so it's kind of criminal to not include Bill and Ted in the collection, so it's cool to have this. Upon picking that up, I also picked up 1991's Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I actually kind of feel like I enjoyed aspects of this movie a little bit more than Excellent Adventure. I feel like I would have to revisit both of them again to make sure of that, but after watching them both back-to-back, because I had rented them on Netflix originally, and I feel like I had enjoyed Bogus Journey a little bit better for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but I just think that there were more, like, laugh-out-loud moments for me, so I have to check that one out. Another movie that I got on sale for $5 was the Matthew Lillard starring SLC Punk. I remember liking this when I was in middle school because I had seen it just kind of through word of mouth, and I hadn't seen it in a few years, so I had picked it up for that low price, and I had watched it, and there's still aspects of this movie that are cool and I found kind of funny, but overall I don't feel like this movie really held up over time. I believe it's been probably a little bit, about 10 years since this movie was made. It takes place in 1985 in Salt Lake City, dealing with punks and what have you, but, I don't know, I just remembered liking it a little bit more when I was, like, 13, 14, but, it's okay. I would have rented, I'm sure some people might get more out of it than I did, so, yeah, check that one out if you're curious. On to the second Blu-ray. This was a Best Buy exclusive. It was $15, and although I've heard that the reviews are kind of, they're not very flattering on them. It's like, what can you expect? It's $15, it's a Blu-ray, it's, even if they're not good, they're the best presentation that you could possibly get, and, it's a double feature, so, 2 movies for the price of 1, and I got, it's a comedy double feature of Funny Farm and Spies Like Us. I fucking love Spies Like Us. I think that movie's hysterical. And surprisingly enough, I've never seen Funny Farm. It's one of the few, like, more mainstream Chevy Chase comedies that I haven't seen. I haven't seen Funny Farm, and I haven't seen Fletch Lives, which I own too, but I just never got around to. But, yeah, I mean, for $15 on Blu-ray to have both movies, which I never owned previously, it's a pretty good steal. And like I said, it's a Best Buy exclusive. I don't know when that exclusive offer ends, but nonetheless, you can pick it up there for $15. So I'm excited to have this one, and I'm really excited to check out Funny Farm because I've heard hysterical things about it. The next Blu-ray I got was probably my one of my favorite animated films of last year, and if you look at to my At the Movies playlist, you can see my review of this film, and that is the Blu-ray DVD combo of Disney's The Princess and the Frog. This movie was just incredible, a real return to Disney's 2D animation style, and it's just, a visual treat. I mean, just everything in this is really great. You know, fun story, excellent animation, funny characters, excellent songs, you know, all the ingredients that made all those other, you know, Disney classics, so classics such as The Little Mermaid and The Lion King, is, you know, exactly what you get in The Princess and the Frog. So I would highly, highly recommend checking out this film if you haven't checked it out. It's awesome. Really good stuff. Next one I got was at Walmart. I just did a blind buy on it. I remember seeing the commercials and being like, semi-interested, and then, I don't know, I just kind of bit the bullet and did a blind buy, but I haven't watched it yet, and it's the 2009 animated film, Astro Boy. There's a pretty cool, like, voice actors in this. Freddie Highmore, who I've loved ever since Finding Neverland, and Nathan Lane, Eugene Levy, Donald Sutherland, Charlize Theron, and Nicolas Cage. So, I don't know, it looks cool. The animation seems unique enough, so I'm excited. And I think the main drive as to why I originally wanted to see it is from that it's brought by the same animation department, Imagi, that did TMNT, the poster behind me, and I liked the animation in that, so I was excited to see what their next film was going to be like, so I picked this one up. I'll let you guys know how that one is. The next thing I got was a blind buy at Target for $5, and I'm a Joe Dante completist. He's one of my favorite directors, so I picked up Looney Tunes Back in Action. This movie's a lot of fun. It's really shitty that this didn't do too well at the box office back in 2003, I believe, because this film's really cool. I mean, Joe Dante really captured the spirit of the Looney Tunes, and, you know, I think he had a real, genuine love for the material, so I would absolutely check this one out. This is a really, really fun time. It definitely is better than, you know, like, fucking Space Jam. I mean, like I said, Joe Dante really gets, you know, in the spirit of these characters, and it's a really, really fun time. So $5 at Target, you can't pass that up. We're hitting like the 7-minute mark now, so I'm going to try and rush along through these. The next one I got was at, the next two I got were at FYE for a 2 for $10 deal, and the first one I got was Three Ninjas, just, you know, I grew up, big childhood favorite of mine. It's been on TV a lot, so I've been, you know, jonesing to actually own it on DVD, so 2 for $10 deal, had to steal this one up. The other one I got was a Corey Feldman, Corey Haim film that I just hadn't owned in the collection yet, and I've actually heard pretty cool things. This is a pretty cool thriller, and it's Blown Away. Like I said, I haven't watched this one yet, but I'm excited to check this one out. This is, you know, 1992, so it's kind of like as, you know, both Feldman and Haim are kind of going down in their careers, but I've heard from, you know, people in circles that this is actually a pretty cool thriller, so I'm excited to check that one out. Next one I got was at Barnes & Noble for $10, and I've been meaning to check this one out for a while, so I'm happy to own it now, and it's the only film that Stephen King ever directed from 1986, Maximum Overdrive, starring Emilio Estevez. Haven't checked this one out, but I'm really, really excited to, you know, pop it into the DVD player, because, you know, I just heard ridiculous things about it, but it's just like a cheesy grand old time, so really, really excited to check that one out. And just today, I went to Target and cashed in on the deal that they had going, where you'd get $10 off if you bought both these together, and then I had additional $10 coupons on them. So I got the Blu Ray DVD combos of Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. Really, you know, I just love what Pixar does. You know, these are some of my favorite Pixar movies, so I'm excited to have them in the highest quality Blu-ray. Blu-ray.com gave these incredible, incredible reviews, so I'm really, really excited to have these in the collection. I'm so souped for Toy Story 3 this summer. I can't wait to check that one out. So what better way to, you know, revisit the Toy Story universe than by checking them out on, you know, gorgeous-looking Blu-ray. So I'm really excited to see how these look for myself. And the last film I got was a film that I missed during its theatrical run, so I did a blind buy on it because I love Roald Dahl, and I just know that this is hysterical from what I've heard. And it's the Blu-ray DVD combo of Fantastic Mr. Fox. I wouldn't be surprised if I pop this into the Blu-ray player tonight, because like I said, I've been meaning to check this one out for a long time, so I'm really, really happy that this finally came out on Blu-ray. And, yeah, I just can't wait to check this one out. I'm a huge Roald Dahl fan. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is my favorite book of all time, and Fantastic Mr. Fox was another big one that I grew up on, so I'm really excited to check this one out. Well, guys, that concludes my March 23rd DVD update. I appreciate everyone subscribing. I just recently reached 200 subscribers, and I couldn't appreciate the support anymore, so thanks again for all you guys tuning in. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on Saturday with a new episode of Saturday Night Movie Drive-In. Thanks again, guys.